guys, so I'm here with Novatazz, and we just picked up the giveaway prize because I actually, shockingly enough, won a giveaway, which is pretty cool. So
yeah, considering the anniversary of this and the death of the poor green Camaro.
Yeah, and you know, that actually was pretty cool. That's one thing I had even mentioned to my wife. I'm like, you know, it's pretty cool. Something good actually happened on the anniversary, unlike, you know, the typical just bad shit happening all the time. So anyway, we're going to go check out his cars and be able to get a little bit more in depth about what's on his channel and see how things are going for him. And hopefully some of you guys also redirect and subscribe to his channel if you want to watch these builds. And I'll also make sure to leave a link, and I'll leave an end tag. This way you guys can get right over there.
All right, so this is my 01 Ram 1500. This is the off-road edition, so it comes with a factory 2.5-inch lift. Running 33 by 12.5-inch mud claws. It is the stock 360. 265,000 miles isn't that bad. Interior is kind of a mess at the moment because it is a project truck and hasn't been on the road in a while. Down with transmission issues, which are well documented on my channel. Running the factory 17-inch off-road edition rims. Has very minimal rust, basically in the bumpers and the bottom of the doors. For 265,000 miles, I don't think that this truck is that bad a shape. I just need to get it back on the road. So hopefully within the next month or two, this truck will be back on the channel and getting back on the road. Anyway, this is my 1979 Trans Am. Has about 50,000 miles on it right now. I'm in the process of repairing the rad support, which is why the whole front end is apart. Basically, it's got a Pontiac 400 from a 1976 Trans Am. It's got a cam in it and shaved heads, bored over 30, so it's got a decent amount of pep to it. Like I said, the front end is apart. I picked this car up for under $3,000. It's kind of infamous with the name Jean Grey. If you're a comic book fan, you know Jean Grey is the Phoenix in the X-Men comics. The whole car is literally just painted in rattle can black, just for looks, to make it look decent until I actually restore it. The only thing I haven't painted was the hood, because it kind of was what was iconic about this car when I first got it. Was the whole car was black except for the hood was gold. It's in the process of going back on the road to be a driver for the next year or two until I get the Novatazz done, which you will see later in this video. The interior is all black with some tan accents. The seats are out of a 74 TA. They are the coveted horse collar bucket seats. Also on my channel, I am restoring them and turning them black and tan. There are videos of that on my channel as well. And hopefully this car will be on the road by summer. That is the plan that I'm shooting for anyway. This is the main car that I'm working on my channel at the moment. And like I said, hopefully we'll be done by summer.
That's cool looking.
I'm sure you can see the logo.
Oh yeah. That should be all picked up.
Got my, not that you could tell it anywhere. They used to be red.
Oh, yeah.
It's an actual Georgia plate. The same one that they ran in the movie. Even though those seats are 30 years old, go have a seat in that seat.
I can't really see. Okay. Oh, goddamn. Tight.
You gotta go down.
Down. Jesus. Ah, tempting to fit in this thing. Holy crap, I'm tall.
Tell me that seat is not freaking comfortable for a 40-year-old seat.
It is comfortable. It's actually got like a lot of nice padding to it.
That's why they're coveted, because of the like. You don't even need to wear a seatbelt with that seat.
Wow.
For staying in the seat.
I don't even think I could fit in one of these. Like, I'm
here, hold on.
so
Plug
close
in
to...
and let me get the light so you can see there.
Hitting my head. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, I don't have the engine turned dash in it. It's in the back. This is the iconic engine turned dashes.
That looks nice.
So that covers all of that instrument cluster.
Yeah, I can see there's still a little portion of it right here.
Yeah, that actually is. That's because these cars came with a lot of different options.
All right.
So they have different plates and stuff for when you have different options. Like this was originally a air conditioned car, so where those holes are would be the vents for the air conditioner. Okay. Otherwise, they would just be blocked off.
It's not a bad view out of it neither.
It sucks in the back. Don't try to see out the back.
Oh.
You got like nothing.
Yeah. That's kind of like the 6th Gen Camaro look, honestly.
Yeah, but you guys even at least have the small windows here. There's nothing.
Oh yeah, you don't got nothing there. Look at that. So it's literally just the
side mirrors when they're on, because you got this one here.
Yeah.
And then you have the rear view, which is basically useless.
Damn.
Especially if you have louvers on this car.
Oh yeah, you're fucked.
This car will, if I can find them, will eventually have the iconic aluminum Krager louvers on it.
It's nice though. It's actually.
And the steering wheel's going black. This is a factory steering wheel. They're like, geez, they're like over $200 in this condition because they're that coveted. They make aftermarket ones, but they're not the same.
Yeah, this thing's actually really nice.
And it's all getting custom done.
I am a Trans Am fan. So.
Custom suede covered. All the plastics are covered in suede. So all of the exposed plastic will be leather.
Oh God, we're gonna attempt getting out of this again now. Jesus Christ!
Well,
don't be tall.
It's not too hard when the door opens all the way.
Yeah, well,
this is a really big door. And
the
nose is sitting right there.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
So I can't open it all the way.
Still though, being tall and getting in and out of these things sucks.
Yeah. Like I've done the back package tray and the headliner already, because this car is going to be a mixture of tan and black. And this is going that Dodge color, Blackberry Pearl.
Okay. Oh yeah,
it's an all black color. And if anybody's a Mopar fan, a lot of Dodge Challengers were painted in that color, and Jeep Cherokees. But it's black, and then the sunlight hits it, and it pops purple, like a bluey purple. And then it's going to get the SE style graphics package, which is the bird. And then they had that gold pinstriping that went everywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do it in gold. I'm going to do it in blue. So the same color as a blue bird that comes on these cars.
Right.
I'm going to do the pinstriping in that same blue. So all the pinstriping will be blue, and I think the purple with the blue accents is going to be freaking really sweet looking. And it'll be just different enough to stand out, because I love the iconic black and gold, but it's so overdone now. I mean, like everybody's turning a regular Trans Am or even formulas into these Smokey and the Bandit edition Trans Ams, and I just don't want to be another one lost in the crowd.
Well, it's just like the other ones too. You get the Knight Rider fans that are turning them all black and
all the kit cars.
Yeah.
Not kit as in KIT, but KITT.
No, and that's the thing too, is honestly, well, I did have one before, but if I had the option to buy a Trans Am right now, I would probably be one of the only people that would go different and make car instead of kit.
I'm not a fan of car. Yeah, car.
Neither am I,
car
but
was actually more closely resembled a Trans Am SE from that area, because that was the black and gold.
We'll
car
see.
Was black and gold, and not.
Well, no, it had the silver.
Is it silver? I thought it was gold.
Yeah, it has the silver along the bottom.
I could have sworn that was gold.
All right, guys, so we just checked out the Dodge and we checked out the Trans Am. Now it's time we go and check out the Novas. So let's head on over.
All right, so we got, this is my original Nova here. This is Christine. She was an inline six, all gold, with a tan tweed interior car. She had 43,000 original miles on her when I picked her up, and I had her daily driven for about 10 years. I daily drove her. Ended up doing 2 engine swaps, had a 305 V8 in it, and the motor that's in it now currently, which is the 350, and has a built trans, street strip trans with a stage 2 clutch pack in it. I can pop the hood here. Maybe. Oh, in fact, actually, that's the original rims off of my green red. She's pretty much gutted at the moment because I've stolen parts off of her for the TA. The carburetor from this car is on the TA right now, and some of the other distributor parts have been swapped out, which ended up not working because I failed to realize that they look close enough the same, but they're not the same. But yeah, that's a 350 that I built. It's a standard stock 350 bottom end from a 79 truck, and then the heads are off the 305, so it's got 202 intake 305 heads, which have a smaller CC chamber, which brings the compression up to 11:1, which takes a very mild 350 and bumps it up pretty much closer to what an early 70s 350 would put out. The interior is completely out of it. This car is gutted. The only thing left in it is the wiring harness and whatever I need to get it to move and park and stuff. So you can see some of the damage. The floor is rotted out down there. You can literally see through it. If you come around, you can see the quarters are gone. This quarter was actually patched with sheet metal from a Dodge at one point. It's actually, I think, part of a trunk skin from a Dodge is what we used to patch that bottom corner. This car was hit in the back end. If you look straight down here, you can see where this whole piece is bent. It was actually survived an impact from an SUV, and the SUV went to the scrapyard.
That's funny.
It's got a 4-inch lift in the back. It's running 255 70 R15s, I think, with Krager SS rims, 15x8s in the back and 15x6s in the front, running a 205 65 R15 in the front. You can see the bottom of the quarter window is completely rotted, and I didn't even know this until after I took the car apart and I saw the pop rivets when I took the rear quarter window out, and then I pulled the pop rivets out, and I didn't even realize. You can see how thick the Bondo was covering that seam. And of course, quarters are gone on this side as well. So this car is pretty much shot. If you look on well, you can't see it because there's a fan in the way, but there's a big hole in the bottom of the floor right there. The bottom of the B pillar is gone over here. That is why this car is being retired. And then I have my donor car, which is this baby here. Now, there are some damage to this one as well. I do have the same damage up here in the quarter, but I do have all of these parts. I already have this whole section here, and I have brand new quarters for it. This car is going to get basically the same treatment as the one behind me. It's getting tubbed, so it's getting mini tubs to be able to fit 15-inch wide tires in it. So I'm going to bring the wheel wells all the way back to the frame. I'll probably notch the frame to make the frame, the wheel tub straight. It's getting a lift in the back, and the front nose will be dropped down low. The only damage on this car is the quarters and that area there, and then the tail light housings. but I'll probably end up literally just replacing this whole taillight housing and going straight across, even with the back, instead of having it dip in like it does from the factory. I picked this car up in Jersey, and when I picked it up, it was a whole car. The only thing it was missing was the rear diff, and he said some of the interior parts, and I thought I was going to help out a buddy who was restoring a car for a cop. A cop got shot in the head, and so this company was restoring his Nova for free. And so I thought, hey, you know, let them have the doors and the fenders off of this car, you know, and then as long as they can get the car halfway out to me, they can have those parts for free. Well, they ended up really screwing me over. They stole the wheels that were on this car, which were center lines, the aluminum ones with the removable section in the center.
Right.
Threw on some really cheesy ass steel wheels on it. I don't even think we're a name brand. They ended up cutting this fender up. That was not like that when I bought the car, and the rear fenders were not crushed in like that. They didn't mount the rear in it right, and the whole rear end slammed back into the back quarters. So I got to repair all of that damage before I can even start doing the whatever. But originally when I bought this car, literally all I was going to do was swap all of the parts off of that car onto this one and have a driver like almost immediately. But after finding out all of that stuff, obviously it became more of a, you know, the car's got to come all the way down to bare metal and be redone. This was also an inline six car, but it is in remarkably better shape than mine. So this front subframe is going, the front subframe off of that car is going on this one, because you can see this one's all messed up as well. So I'm just going to literally take the whole front clip off of that car and stuff it under this one. But like I said, this car is remarkably better shape than that one, so this will be the new Christine. So that's my two Novas. This is the next project to go in the garage. That one's going up on a rotisserie and getting modded and all of the repairs done to it. And that's my babies.
All right, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with Novatazz. I know I sure did. Definitely was awesome to be able to check out these cars finally in person. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Just be sure, subscribe to his channel and check out his content.
The apocalypse.